Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to another Family Ties production of Western Big Six basketball and MAC basketball this afternoon. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders, and we're here at the Mark of the Quad Cities for the kickoff game of the third annual shootout between the Iowa and Illinois teams. Coach Sanders, with this first game we've got United Township High School Panthers against the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Both teams coming off losses last night. It's a kind of a quick turnaround for these teams. It's a Friday night game to a Saturday afternoon game. Talk a little bit about the impact on the teams that might have.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got less time to prepare, obviously. You've got less time for the legs to get going. But I'll tell you what, I think the excitement of playing in a facility like this against somebody from across the river is definitely going to pump everybody up. I think we're going to see exciting basketball all afternoon and all evening long here from the Mark of the Quad Cities. The Panthers, tough loss to Quincy last night, but they'll bounce back because that's how UT plays. They're aggressive, they hustle, they give it everything they got every time out. A factor to watch might be the extra length on the court. As far as more room, may make some of that trapping defense less effective. We'll have to see on that. How about Bettendorf?
And we've seen in the years past, before we get to Bettendorf, the shooting background is a little different here. There's a wide open end at the north end of the stadium, and at the other end it's a higher ceiling to looking at. So the shooting for the first part of the game might not be as good as you'd normally expect. Bettendorf comes off a tough loss also last night, so they come into the season at 3-2, and they're looking to get back on track here. Here we go with the starting lineups.
Well, we'll start with the Panthers tonight. Starting at guard is number 12, Adrian Bandy. He's a senior at 5'10".
And now for Bettendorf, a sophomore, 5'8", Jevin Buddy. He's number 13.
Coach, things I've seen about in their ball games, highlights at least, he's a factor, I'll tell you that. Jacob Brewster, number 23 for the Panthers. He's averaging 14.1 a ball game. He's 5'10".
And at the other guard for the Bulldogs, a 5'8" senior, number 15, Aaron Herding.
For the Panthers at forward, he's 6'1", he's a sophomore. Number 33, Josh Evans, has really picked up his game the last week or 10 days.
A couple of sophomore starters here.
That's right.
And in the middle, a 6'3" senior, Mark Hickey. He's number 31.
He had a big ball game here last year, Coach. Number 34 for the Panthers, Steve Lopez, is a senior.
Now for the Bulldogs, a 6'2" senior, number 35, Mike Scott.
The center for the Panthers is number 42. He's 6'3", he's a senior, Ben Fagerland.
And the big man for Bettendorf, a 6'3" junior, number 45, Chad Hull, and Chad brings in a 15-point per game scoring average.
Officials for the ball game today, Bob Rowett and Marty Flaherty. The head coach for the Panthers is Scott Olson.
And for the Bettendorf Bulldogs, Mark Brooks. And why don't we take a second here and listen to United Township High School Band, or the vocal director, Jeff Hook, with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Mr. Jeff Hook, United Township High School vocal director, with a very fine rendition of the national anthem.
Coach, that's not easy to do, I'll tell you that. That was beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, we're ready to play basketball here. I want to make a quick comment. Bob Rowett and Marty Flaherty are the officials tonight, and they're probably in our area as partners, as strong a pair of officials as there are around, and they work exclusively on the Illinois side. But I think it's going to be a really well officiated ball game and hotly contested. So the Bulldogs, black and gold, the Panthers with the white and black numbers trimmed in orange. We're ready to play some basketball here.
This is always kind of a festive time, you know. It's just another basketball game, but it's really not. It's the Iowa schools against the Illinois schools for maybe the only time they meet as the season gets going here. The Illinois schools and Iowa schools don't play that much anymore, so it's a chance for bragging rights here. And plus it keeps off the holiday season. You're playing at the Mark, and the crowd will get bigger. Right now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon game time, and the crowd will get larger, a little ebb and flow as the night goes.
Ball got it. Panthers get the ball inside. Fagerlin misses the first shot. Nice feed by Brewster.
Quickly head to Ho. He pulls it up. Number 31 on the drive. That's Mark Hickey.
Outlet pass. Bandy on to Brewster. Oh, nice drive to the baseline. Tough pass inside, though. Ball on the floor, and the Panthers get most loose balls. Brewster scores for UT, and the Panthers lead 2-0.
Good hustle by the Panthers there, get that loose ball. They got a reach-in foul. Hickey trying to drive between two players there.
Well, the Panthers come out that time trapping out around the 10-second line there, and the Bettendorf looked like they were going to try to attack that by, like you say, penetrating the double team. Once if you can get past those two guys, then you got an advantage on the other side.
Well, Bettendorf's going to have their work cut out tonight. The Panthers play up-tempo defense from end line to end line. They're going to play that real hard man-to-man the entire game and really make you work.
Ooh, special play there set up by the Bulldogs, but Panthers defend it.
Hull comes up with it. Free throw line. Turns. Kicks it back outside. It's a long three-pointer.
Evans on the rebound. The Panthers on the run. Brings the ball across the 10-second line. Panthers are going to set up. Now Brewster at the point.
Bettendorf with the man-to-man.
Little feeling out process here early in the ball game. See what the other team's able to do. It's tough to scout in a situation like this. Oh, nope. No basket. A little traveling that time as Lopez penetrates in the lane. Might have drug that pivot foot right before he shot.
Say if he hadn't put the ball fake up, if it had just gone up with the shot, he probably would have got away with that. But
Coach, that's hard not to do. I mean, you know, I think one of the big things, we talk about this quite a bit. You see it on TV. You see some of the Division I guys do that, but those guys can do that sometimes. But it's a hard move for high school players to make.
Shot by Hickey around the rim wouldn't go. Brewster down with the rebound.
Bettendorf's had some pretty good looks at the basket, Coach. The ball just won't go down right now.
And in their defense, they're at that open end of the court here.
Right.
That's a different shooting background than any high school player who, no matter where you're playing.
Long three for Bandy. Adrian Bandy for three. He's only averaging 3.3 points a game, Coach. That's it.
Well, he's got to get another 3/10 somewhere.
Ready to head home.
And he may not get it here for a while. He's picked up 2 quick fouls, and I think he's going to go to the bench here.
Yep.
Two fouls. He's got them both.
Brian Sparks coming into the ball game for Bandy. Sparks comes in.
Well, Bandy's been working against the fine sophomore player from Bettendorf, Jevin Buddy, and that's a familiar name to basketball fans around the Quad Cities. He's the younger brother of Seamus Buddy, who had a very nice career at Bettendorf.
Excellent. And we've had a chance in the first two Iowa-Illinois shootouts to see him play here at the Mark, and he's always played very, very well.
Bettendorf with their pattern offense now. Hickey around Fagerlin on the baseline. Kicks it off the Hull, up and through.
A nice looking play. UT cut off the base, or actually didn't cut off the baseline, but trapped him behind the board. And nice pass there. Brewster brings the ball across the 10-second line, working real hard. Loose ball. Bulldogs, huh? Oh, Brewster, Lopez.
Ooh, good idea, just with the wrong guy.
Boy, an excellent idea there. And here again, we talked in the pregame a little bit, you know, playing last night and the intensity of both those ball games. Travel there could take a little bit of that.
Could be a little ragged here in the early going. And the excitement of playing in the Mark and
you bet.
being the first game and whatever other reasons when you're a 16, 17-year-old high school
That's exactly
player.
right.
A lot of factors in there.
You know, we talk a little bit about this game being important to the Illinois side and to the Iowa side. You know, this is really for Iowa because of their no tournament rules and over the Christmas holidays. A day like this is their Christmas tournament, and so therefore their coaches, you know, really do a good job of kind of. Lopez steals that ball. Panthers keep it alive. Fagerlund on a shot, partially blocked, foul on the floor, no shot. But getting back to the point I was trying to make there, this is their Christmas tournament. Now UT will go play at Pontiac next week, and so, you know, that would be an incentive, I would think, going into the holiday here to come up with a win. So Evans will inbound to Brewster. Panthers will set up again. Sparks on the wing, looking to get the ball into Fagerlund. Nice turnaround shot, that time by Ben Fagerlund.
Boy, Ben got a half a step there and took advantage of it. Working against Chad Hall there, I believe that's who that was. He got just a half a step and was able to put it through.
Well, the one thing
There's
I thought,
Buddy, back door. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Let's see who that goes against. It's going to be Josh Evans picking up the foul there for the Panthers. Third team foul now.
Third team foul.
Oh,
nice inbounds play to Mark Hickey, coming around the nice pick and a nice bounce pass in there by Buddy.
Panthers have to come back. Well, Evans going to get called for the foul there, Coach. Push off.
Well, that's 4 team fouls. We got subs ready to come in here.
Well, I'll get the Panthers first,
Okay,
Coach, while they're coming in there. Tyson Warden's coming in the ball game. And Evans is going to have to sit down. Panthers have 2 players with 2 fouls.
Bettendorf's going to whole hog here. We got Ryan Reddington coming in, number 53, 51. Chris Kinsler's in the ball game. Number 25 checks in. That's Pat Franks.
21, Coach.
And number 21, I'll find him in a second. That's John Ball.
Of the games I've seen, the highlights at least, Ball has been around the ball a lot. Every time I see a highlight, he's involved in that play somewhere.
Shot.
Oh,
Rebound
tip out
Panthers.
by Brewster. Here comes Lopez on the drive. Stops. Outlet pass quickly. Brewster off the front of the rim. Panthers attack the board. Bettendorf controls.
Good job by the Bulldogs there. Really crashing the boards. They had 4 guys on that rebound. We've got a charge called on Hickey. Fans don't particularly care for it. That's his first foul, second team foul.
Fagerlund stood his ground in there, went straight up. If he goes straight, he doesn't have to stand still. If he's moving backward or going straight up, he's got a chance. Harris in the lineup for the Panthers, and Fagerlund's going to sit down. So the Panthers now have Harris, Lopez, Brewster, Warden, and Sparks.
What do you usually have in the Warden?
We got quite a crew here working with us today, Coach. We got Jess Medina, John Medina walked in. Tim Sanders been running the scoreboard here, the camera for a while. It's a holiday season. We're ready to roll here.
It's a Family Ties production.
You betcha. Well, the Panthers lead. We haven't mentioned this yet, but the Panthers do lead 7-4. There's 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. In case you
folks at home are wondering what the heck is going on. They're up and down the floor here pretty quick, though. There's coast to coast by Hickey.
My.
In and out. Boy, it's about 3 Bettendorf shots that rolled in and out of the basket.
Oh, they're going to look for an intentional foul there on that one, too, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Steve Lopez.
Oh, Lopez, if there's been an intentional foul in this game, I think that we just saw it.
Ryan Reddington had stolen that ball from Lopez and had a clear breakaway to the basket. Lopez says, hey, I believe your shoe's untied, and he grabbed him right by the shoe top.
Coach, Lopez has a future in rodeo, I think, pretty quick, 'cause I think he had his 2 shoelaces tied together there before he could get 2 steps. Unbelievable play, hit the mark. Woo! And we're in the Christmas season.
Bettendorf working patterns now. Got some cutters coming down through the lanes.
That got the crowd standing up, Coach. I'll tell you that one right now.
You know who the Bettendorf people were on that one. They're sitting on the far side, folks.
We'll try to get a report on that between ball games here from the officials. I think what happened is that the fellow's shoe got caught up in Lopez's arm. I think is what happened. Whoa!
Backdoor cut the ball there. It was just the pass was a little too far out ahead of him. It was a nice little play, but he couldn't handle it, and the Panthers will take over. Score remains 7-4, 2:42 left in the first quarter. Kickoff game here. The 1996 shootout here at the Mark. Iowa, Illinois teams.
You betcha. We're going to bring you all 4 ball games throughout the course of this week. You're going to see all 4 games. So check those newspapers, and we'll see how many we can get on for you. Sparks, 3-pointer off the rim. Warden on the rebound. Good hustle there. Quick foul on the Panthers again. Sparks, I think, is going to pick that one up.
I believe you're right. Bettendorf scraps those loose balls too.
Well, they really do.
5th team foul now. There's a first. Oh, I missed one in there. I forgot Lopez had his in there.
Yeah. Well, we spent so much time commenting on it, we didn't write it down, huh?
So Bettendorf will be in the bonus the rest of the half, and that's another 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the first quarter and the entire second quarter. So
Panthers doing a real good job man-to-man defense. Not many easy shots out there right now. At either end, really.
On the baseline. Get it back out front the ball now. He's going to set it up again. Got a double. Guys on the blocks. John Ball takes it in the middle and just says, I'm going to put it up and put it through, and he does. 7-6.
Those are the kind of plays I've seen him make on television, at least. He's got some skills, Coach. A lot of similarities between these 2 ball clubs. Neither team has a height advantage.
Right.
Both similar in quickness. Both teams play hard.
Both teams working hard.
Lopez, turnarounder, right in the middle of the lane, puts that ball in the basket, scores 9-6, 1 minute 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. You're watching the Illinois-Iowa shootout from the Mark of the Quad Cities. This is game number 1.
Ball.
Brewster, good job on defense.
Bettendorf setting 2 people on the blocks. They cross.
Lopez on the steal. Brewster with the ball. 1-on-1 here. Brewster stops, pops, scores. 11-6 Panthers, and the Panthers are on a little run here.
4 unanswered. They were on 7 for a long time. Bettendorf still continues to get good looks at the basket. They've had some tough shooting luck. Reddington down the lane. I think we got a reach-in foul here on the Panthers.
Going to shoot 2 shots this time, too. Harris on the foul. Subs coming for both teams. Fagerlund back in for UT, and D. Hunter makes his first appearance in the Panther lineup. Lopez is going to sit down, and Harris will sit down.
Ryan Reddington's going to go to the line, shoot a pair now. See if they can cut into that lead. 11-6, Panthers lead. 49 seconds remain here.
Evans comes back in the ball game, and Sparks is going to sit down.
Gavin Buddy back in for the Bulldogs.
2 shots, huh?
Yeah, they said they ruled he was heading up for the. He was just picking the ball up to go to the hoop, and probably a good call.
Oh, I think it was.
Makes the first one.
He certainly had a lane through there, that's for sure. Boom.
Nice looking shot. Reddington makes them both. 3-point Panther lead.
45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Very competitive first quarter here. Both teams playing real hard. Brewster, Warden, 3-point shot on its way, and it stays.
That one wanted to climb out of there, but it
wasn't
stayed
going to
down.
happen, was it?
Well, the Panthers have kind of made their living at the 3-point line this year. Shot from the corner by number 51. That's Kinsler.
Brewster on the rebound. Rebounds it, brings it down, sets up the offense, gets the ball back off to Hunter. Panthers clear the floor. Brewster, long 3. Oh, my!
CBA and then some.
So that was NBA 3-point shot. 17-8, and the Panthers have hit 2 threes in a hurry. That's not going to count. Well, Coach, at the end of the first quarter, there in the last 25 seconds, the Panthers hit 2 threes and build that lead to 17-8. We're at the end of the first quarter. Why don't we take a short break, and we'll be right back at Mark of the Quad Cities, Iowa, Illinois shootout. We'll be right back.
And we're back. As soon as Jess says we are. And here we are. Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders. Second quarter just starting up here. That's the Bettendorf Bulldogs against the United Township Panthers. Panthers scored 6 quick points. Bettendorf's going to try to answer. Right now they inbounds the ball to start the second quarter. That's Jevin Buddy. Set the lineups here.
Brewster's done a nice job on him so far, Coach. He stayed right after that ball. Panthers going this time with Evans, Hunter, Fagerlund, Warden, and Brewster.
And Bettendorf's got their starters back in there. Buddy, Herding, Hickey, Scott, and Hull. So
Well, Bettendorf's going to have to get a few better shots. Like you said early, they were getting some really good shots that wouldn't go down.
Well, they've changed their offense. They had guys on the blocks in that first quarter. Now they've moved their post men or their big men out to the free throw line. There's a three-point shot, just a little off the mark by Buddy, and Brewster pulls it down.
Brewster looking to go coast to coast this thing. Quick pass back out. Fagerlund saves it. Hunter sets up the offense. D. Hunter. So that's, Panthers have two sophomores in the lineup right now. Hunter and Evans. Cross-court pass. Hunter penetrates inside. Evans gets fouled. Nice play. D. Hunter penetrates, gets the ball into Josh Evans, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Looks like Aaron Hurting on that foul.
Aaron Hurting, his first personal, third team foul. Josh Evans at the line shooting two.
Well, Coach, this is an advantage to the potentially an advantage, at least I think it is. I'm maybe talking out of school here, but I'm thinking the super sectional, the Class AA super sectional this year is held right here in the mark of the Quad Cities, and I know that of course Moline would hope that they're going to have a chance to be in that thing, and United Township would have a chance to be in that. So you know, a chance to play a ball game on a court where you might have a tournament game later on can't hurt you any.
And with all the Quad City schools here, minus Rock Island, who's playing on the road in a holiday tournament. Not today, I don't think.
No,
but,
no.
I think I believe I have heard or read that the Rock Island will be in next year. So.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be even better yet.
Nice shot by Chad Hull there. Yeah. Very nice move. Duck under move. Takes it to the hole.
19-10. Oh, nice.
Quiet crowd here. This is such a big arena. There's not a bad crowd here. But
no. And you know, the other thing I noticed, it seems like when people stop talking, we all stop talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Then there's nobody saying anything. You and I up here, we used to kind of talking kind of loud with the big crowds. Every once in a while, we're going to start whispering because we're the only ones in the place saying anything. Fagerlund!
Basket by Fagerlund.
Hustling back. Evans gets back and fouls.
Nice move to the basket that time by Mike Scott. He's going to get the basket, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Foul on Josh Evans. That's his third.
Evans picks up his third personal foul, so that's going to hurt the Panthers, and the Panthers are going to make two changes right now. Steve Lopez, number 34, comes back in the ball game. Brian Sparks, number 20, comes back in the ball game. Hunter's going to sit down, and Warden's going to sit down.
Got Chris Kinsler in for the Bulldogs now. Kinsler, Hull, the big man in there. Number 31, and that's Mark Hickey. And at the line,
the old-fashioned three-point play.
Mike Scott finishes off his three-point play. Cuts that lead 21-13 now.
8-point lead by the Panthers. 5 minutes, 49 seconds to go here in the second quarter. First game of 4 here from the mark of the Quad Cities. Fagerlund, a little jump hook, won't go.
Scott with the rebound. He's going to bring it himself.
If Ben could get that shot to go in, obviously if he shoots it in a ball game, it goes in practice once in a while for sure, but if he can hit that shot, that takes a 6'2", 6'3" guy, makes him a heck of a lot taller.
Good job of cutting down the lane there by Hickey. Gosh, there's another tough shot by the Bulldogs.
I know it. I know it.
You know, I made a mental note earlier at the Panthers end. The rim seemed very forgiving down at that end. We're going to have to notice that as the game goes on here. And there was a couple that bounced around at the Bettendorf end that seemed to come out.
Just rattle right back out.
At the East Moline end, they settled in.
Warden comes back in the ball game. Tyson Warden for the Panthers, number 25. And Evans is going to sit down with his 3 fouls. Panthers to inbounds. Warden to Sparks.
Both teams playing man-to-man all the way. That's Coach Brooks from Bettendorf is a firm believer in that, I know, and wants his kids to play that good aggressive defense.
Well, the MAC conferences look very interesting in some of the early ball games. A lot of close games, and so that should be good. Of course, Western Big Six, there's a lot of close ball games already. Lopez takes the ball to the hole, partially blocked shot, ball goes out of bounds.
Gets a hand on it.
I guess it can't be partial. I guess it could be partially blocked, but if it's not, it's either blocked or it's not blocked.
If it's blocked, and according to your terminology, it doesn't even get out of his hands.
Okay.
Partially blocked, it's out of the hands, and then maybe goes someplace beside.
And what is it when, like I used to have done, when it comes out of my hand and gets blocked right back in my face?
It's called the Voigt sandwich.
Okay, we've been there then. Okay, there's different terms here. We got to get it right just to make sure we're on the same page.
Do they even make Voights anymore? I don't
think so.
That's for you old timers out there.
I haven't seen a Voight in a while anyway. Warden inside on a
First
turnaround.
scrap, and we got a foul over the back.
Looks like Fagelin's going to pick
Probably
up on
Fagelin,
there.
but
Yep.
Chris
Boy,
Kinsler was battling about 3 Panthers in there, and he came down with it.
one thing that's impressive about UT on the rebound, especially on the offensive board right now, is they're catching that ball and going right back up with it. They're real strong to that, keeping that ball alive on the board, jumping quick.
Well, and when you're only 6'2", 6'3", you don't dare bring it down, because then you're
That's right.
as short as the
Yeah.
the shortest guy on the floor.
That's exactly right. Fagelin's going to sit down, and Harris comes back in for the Panthers.
Chris Kinsler going to go to the line, shoot free throws. No
A
good.
rebound by Warden that time. Went real high to get that one. Brings
That's
her.
a significant foul for the Panthers. That's going to put Bettendorf in the automatic 2-shot free throws.
Super bonus, huh?
Every foul from now on with half the second
Brewster.
quarter.
Oh, nice baseline drive. Won't go. Bettendorf did a nice job of forcing him behind the basket that time. Makes that real.
Yeah, his arm wasn't quite long enough. Mark Hickey rebounds, brings it down. John Ball in the ball game. He's out here with the ball up top. Back to Hickey. Chad Holloway out front. Kinsler on the wing. Bettendorf spreading it.
Oh, nice
Cutting down the lane. Nice pass. Nice soft touch by Chris Kinsler. He gets his first 2 of the ball game.
Yep.
21-15 Panthers with the 6-point lead now.
Harris tried to get the ball ahead to Warden. Won't go, but the Panthers slow the thing down, set it up. 3:35 to go here. We're in the second quarter from the mark of the Quad Cities. Panthers lead by 6.
Bettendorf climbing back into this game.
Yes,
They
they
got a
are.
nice steal. There comes the ball. He's pushing it up the floor. He pulls it out now.
Bettendorf coaches wanted Brewster for reaching in, but I'll tell you, Jacob does a really good job of
There he
getting
is
his
again.
hand on that ball. That's right.
He's in there.
Ball scrambling out.
Harris ends up with it. Jump ball is going to go UT's way on the alternate possession.
Both teams really hustling right now. That's makes for an impressive game. One thing I was going to mention a few minutes ago, Coach, at both ends of the floor, we've talked a lot about skip passes and how in the, for the my generation at least, the skip pass was a no-no, and right now it seems like teams are really inviting people to drive the baseline. They encourage them, and then they try to trap them behind the board. And for the players of different generations, you'd never let that guy go baseline. You'd go clear out of bounds, not to let that guy on the baseline.
Yeah, you never let him get to the baseline.
But now they're using that, especially with the square board, they're using that bank board as another defender, and you can trap that guy back there, no place to go. Harris underneath the basket again, got himself too far underneath the basket there.
And
Bettendorf let him go that way. They wouldn't let him go to the front of the rim, but they let him go behind the board.
Nice pass ahead. Nice soft shot.
That's one of the first shots I think that Bettendorf's put up that touched the rim that actually stayed in the basket.
Yeah, that one nestled in there nicely.
21-17 with 2:28 to go here, and Bettendorf's right back in this
thing. Cut that lead from 8 to 4 now. 2:22 remaining in the half. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders bringing the action from the mark. First game of the 1996 Iowa-Illinois shootout.
Panthers working hard to get a shot right now. Baseline drive. There's going to be a blocking foul there.
Stepped in there.
Yep. Nice first step that time and a quick dribble by Lopez. They got the big board going here, Coach, and it's kind of neat. You got to look down and watch those kids kind of watching themselves make plays out there.
But I see the big boys on TV doing that.
Well, of course.
It's another feature of Family Ties Productions down here at the mark.
Lopez on a drive. Woo. Oh, block shot. There's Sparks on a nice drive. Did a nice job of recovering that ball and took it right to the basket. The Panthers lead 23-17.
Hold to the cutter.
Nice block by Lopez that time. Panthers on the run.
Boy, Bettendorf's doing a fine job of spreading that court and finding that cutter down the lane. They're getting some good looks, but Lopez
Sparks for 3.
Oh,
Panthers nail another one. Beautiful shot that time. Brian Sparks. Steal by Sparks, but over and back. Over and back is the call. That's the absolutely correct call. Absolutely perfect call.
Well, you could hear Bob Rowett up here explain it. Said you definitely had control and you were over and back.
And proving once again, as we listen to the crowd reaction, 90% of the fans haven't got a clue what over and back is.
They don't know what, they don't know the rules.
And especially in effect when it's your team that gets called for.
Yeah.
Now, if the
Oh,
other guy
especially.
gets called for
That does kind of blind your judgment a little
I didn't
bit.
see any of the Bettendorf fans stand up and yell about that being a bad call.
Yeah.
They all thought it was a good call.
No, clean steal.
Great hustle by Sparks, but he just ended up, oh, nice pass. Woo, look out.
Ball almost gets trapped in the lane. Whoa.
My God. Look
Well, he's got a double dribble of travel.
Oh,
Shot.
Sparks on the rebound. 1 minute, 7 seconds to go here in the half.
That was a wild sequence.
Woo.
Terrence
Terrence
Clark's in there
Clark,
for the
you
Panthers.
bet. Nope. Offense, he hooked him. Terrence Clark going to get called for the offensive foul.
Clark, that's his first personal 10th team
As
foul.
Clark comes in the ball game for the Panthers, now he becomes the 10th player that UT has used here in the first half. So they're going to be able to stay, they maybe stay a little fresher, although it looks like Bettendorf's going to go with the kid off the
we got
bench.
David Feldon coming in here
Yep.
for Ryan Reddington now, and
That's
here comes
about-
somebody else off
That's
the
about
bench.
10 for them also.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot of players in the game. Both coaches getting a lot of players in.
Well, 101 to
Number
go
25,
here.
Pat Franks checks in. John
Yep.
Ball's going to go to the bench.
101 to go here. 26-17. Panthers lead. They built that lead back up to 9 points.
Panthers full court now. Hickey into Buddy.
Well, I think UT feels at this point in time, after kind of this scouting report of being involved in this game for a half, they think they can pressure Bettendorf just a little bit and try to go full court with it right now. Coach Olson doesn't like that call real well.
Ryan Sparks, that's his second personal.
A lot of fouls for the Panthers. That's 11 fouls for the Panthers as opposed to only 5 for the Bulldogs. So the Panthers' aggressive style is definitely costing them here.
Well, and now we're in that super bonus. We talked
Devin
about
Buddy.
that before. He's going to get 2 shots.
He's going to get 2 shots. He's got a 14-point average. Has yet to score tonight.
Well, now
a
we're
little
coming
short on the first one.
That's huge too. And then of course, let's talk about the fact that Jacob Brewster has been covering him a good portion of the time here.
Gets his second one. 26-18 now.
Bettendorf full court. Sparks going to handle the ball. Gets the ball back to Brewster.
10-second cause a little more of a factor with this long court also.
That's right. Now Brewster penetrates.
Nice defense there. That's Mark Hickey. Goes to the hole, up with the shot, wouldn't go. Get a block call on Brewster.
Yep. Boy, he did a nice job. He came as close to getting in front of that as he possibly could. Wow.
Only
Yep,
one foul on Brewster.
Yep.
Shooting 2.
That says a lot, Coach, because he's been hustling hard defensively the whole.
He's been playing a lot of hard
Well,
defense,
you
and that's
bet.
his first foul of the half here with 39 seconds. So here's Mark Hickey at the line. He's got 2 points. Make it 3. 26-19 now. Got a sub coming for the shooter.
We'd be remiss, Coach, if we didn't mention the athletic directors from both these schools. Of course, Jim Unrath from United Township High School, and Chuck Nolding is the athletic director at Bettendorf. All the athletic directors, I mean, you talk about quality athletic programs around the Quad Cities, why it starts with the athletic directors and
they all work well together.
yeah,
You know, this is
you're right.
This
You're
is
right.
not one guy putting it on. This is a joint venture.
Well, Panthers going to sit up and take one last
Well, I
shot.
thought they had a little layup there, but
Yep.
they pulled it back
20
out.
seconds to go here. 7-point lead, UT 26, Bettendorf 19. Right before half, game number 1 from the shootout from the mark of the Quad Cities. 10 seconds. UT now going to go with the pattern that they want to get a shot off. Brewster drives. No basket. Offensive foul on Brewster. Brewster was going to take that ball with 4.5 seconds. Picks up his second foul there.
Ryan Reddington.
That hurts even more because he made the basket.
I know it.
That gets wiped
That was
off.
a huge shot, and of course somebody fouled somebody. So if he didn't get called for the foul, he's going to be going for a 3-point play here because the basket would have counted.
Right.
But again, Bob Rowett right there.
Well, Bettendorf's got a
Yeah, this could be a huge basket here, Coach. If in 4.5 they could get themselves into the 21 or 22 category, why makes it a lot easier in the second half.
And there could very easily be a foul here on the inbounds, and they could have a chance to shoot some free throws.
You bet. Panthers with some token pressure here. Sparks covering. Long 3. Oh,
that was close.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, that was a very interesting half. If all the games today are this caliber, we're in for a treat. We're at halftime here of game one, the Iowa-Illinois shootout from the mark of the Quad Cities. UT leads 26-19 over Bettendorf. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith. You're watching a Family Ties Productions on Cox Cable, Channel 38. We'll be back with some halftime discussion in just a minute.
Welcome back, everybody. Iowa-Illinois shootout at the mark. United Township High School Panthers matched up with the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Panthers jumped out to an early lead. The Bulldogs fought back. Panthers pulled away at the end of the half, and they lead 26-19.
It was a good first half, Coach, and both teams come out, see what kind of adjustments they can make. Brewster stops, pops for three off the back iron. Bettendorf there to control. Panther lineup here to start the third quarter would have Warden, Lopez, Brewster, Bandy, and Fagerlund. Evans is going to sit out with his 3 fouls.
But pretty balanced scoring for both teams as the half unfolded. I think Brewster leads all scorers with 7, but we've got several players with 4 points, 3 points, 5 points, so it's nobody's running away with it.
Nope. Anybody's ball game right now, and that's the way you hope these ball games would be between the Illinois and the Iowa high schools. Fagerlund on that little jump hook.
So the Panthers draw first blood here in the second half.
That's Fagerlund's 6 point, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me check that book. Bulldogs throw it away. Well, you're exactly right. 6 points on 3 baskets and no free throws.
Like a steel trap, Coach. As long as that scoreboard holds out. Well, the Panthers now with a chance to build that lead. They lead by 9, 28-19, 6:42 to go here in the third quarter. Crowd comes back from the break. Pretty quiet again here. Oh, nice move. Oh, that ball won't go. Lopez on a beautiful drive. Stays to pressure.
Chris Kinsler, nice rebound for the Bulldogs. He's been battling under the boards.
Done a nice job, Coach.
Buddy. Off to Scott. He works against Lopez.
Oh,
I thought that ball was just going to stay there.
I did. It was as close. I've never seen one actually stop on the rim before. I've seen it on the back end, but hell, the Bettendorf's luck hasn't changed any.
No,
I'll tell you that.
We talked about that in the first half. Their tough shooting luck. Tyson Warden picked up that blocking foul. And Mike Scott goes to the line, makes his first. Gets Bettendorf to the 20-point mark. Make it 21 as he makes them both.
Full court pressure again. Good Brown. 2-on-1 break. Brewster has the ball knocked away from him. Good call by the officials. Boy, he knew what he wanted to do there.
He had Fagerlund on the wing there and couldn't quite get the ball to him. Bettendorf reached in and flicked the ball away.
Yeah, did a nice job too of drawing the defense to him. And all of a sudden, it was going to be an easy shot. Bandy, remember from early in the ball game, had a quick 3-pointer, but also had 2 quick fouls. Lopez can't get the shot off that time with no foul call.
Long pass ahead.
Bandy on a great play down there, knocks that ball away.
Looked like a nice free safety move down there in deep center field, making that play, breaking that pass up.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach, that's it looks like Bettendorf likes to do that. That's second or third time here in this ball game.
They want to push that ball ahead, yeah.
And they're not afraid to throw that ball the length of the floor.
And they're working their patterns now.
Bettendorf's a little bit like UT insofar it looks like they're not used to getting a lot of real easy shots in the paint. They're not real tall like UT, and that ball goes inside, and they don't shoot the ball very often in there. That's a nice play there.
Jevin Buddy, his first basket of the night.
You mentioned early in the first half, or in the middle of the first half, what a good job Bettendorf
Oh, great
does
anticipation there by Kinsler.
with their cutters and stuff. And they just keep running that offense. They get some really good shots if they stay with that long enough.
And they're getting good shots. They're getting good looks, 12, 14-foot range. And
that's right.
You can't ask for better shots than that. There's a long 3 by Hickey.
Nice
rebound to
Brewster on that rebound. Perfect position there.
Well, Jacobs got a lot of rebounds tonight for a guard.
Oh, he jumps well. He's got great anticipation where that ball is going to be, and he goes and gets it. Nice entry pass that time. Lopez spins. Ball partially blocked.
Partially blocked. Chris Kinsler playing well for the Bulldogs right now.
Another long pass. Warden does a good job of getting back.
Scott from the corner wouldn't go. Lopez pulls down the board.
Panthers on the run here. Going to be a blocking foul there. You know, one thing it kind of looks like here too, Coach, is the bigger floor, not only longer, but a little bit wider. And it looks like Bettendorf especially is taking some of their wing shots at maybe a foot or two farther away from the basket than they're used to.
Their landmarks are the out of bounds marks
exactly
are the sidelines, and they're maybe a little farther out.
That's right.
Plus, there's 2 lines on the floor here, and if you just look down and see a line, you might be at the professional 3-point line and not the high school.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a great opportunity for these kids to play in a you know, like
what a fine facility.
Oh my
this is.
gracious, what a success story as far as, you know, people talking about, well, can the Quad Cities support a major activity center like this? And all you got to do to go to any event they have. I mean, 2, 3, 4 times a week you come over here for anything, and this place is packed. Lopez on the line, so it's a 2-pointer. A nice look that time by Steve Lopez. Reacts to that ball real well. Oh, nice drive.
Boy, nice drive, Mark Hickey. He's fouled by Lopez. Well, Bettendorf wants to push that ball up the floor. They don't want, evidently Bettendorf doesn't, if they get a chance, they're going to take it to the basket and not play that half-court game if they don't want to.
That's right. Fagerlund picked up that foul, and he'll sit down. Ricardo Harris, number 44, comes back in the ball game. Yeah, Coach Olson was a little upset that time. I think he had 2 guys who, either of which could have maybe stepped in front of that drive, and they kind of parted the waters and let him go right on by and reached in. Yeah.
3-point play, make it 3 for Mark Hickey. 30-26, 4-point Panther lead.
It's one of these games, Coach, you watch it, and also you look at the board, and it doesn't seem like the score ought to be that. You know, Bettendorf just is hanging around. They're closing the gap, and when it gets right down to the end, somebody's going to make a play or 2 and win this ball game.
You know, it was apparent at the end of the first half that the Panthers were playing in spurts.
Yes.
They'd go along 3 or 4 trips, not even get a shot off, and then all of a sudden they'd make a couple threes and a couple of steals, put some defensive pressure, but they'd score in bursts, seemed like.
Brewster spins, block, shot, nice defense.
Boy, Bettendorf blocking a lot of shots so far this half. John Ball brings it up for the Bulldogs. Off to Buddy.
Yeah, there's going to be another
reach in on Bandy. Looks
Bandy
like
picks up another foul.
That's his third.
We need to keep thinking about going back way back to the end of that first quarter, where the Panthers in that 40-some seconds at the end of that first quarter hit 2 big 3-point shots and built that lead right at the end of the first quarter. That's kind of been the difference back and forth in this ball game. 2 subs for UT right now. Evans comes back in the ball game, and Sparks.
Mike Scott on the wing.
Looking good on Bettendorf's moving the ball real nice, Coach. Real nice.
They're running their offense.
Cut.
Oh, and
he just fell down, Coach.
I don't know if their feet got tangled up, but boy, he had it.
And a good no call. I mean, there was no foul took place there.
Bettendorf full court pressure now.
Yep. Oh, 5-second count.
Evans tries to get a timeout called and doesn't get it called in time.
Well, you tell your kids as coaches, you know, you need to have that clock. A lot of times the officials right there are counting, and sometimes they'll count out loud, and sometimes they won't count out loud. But you have to have that clock going too. And he spun around asking for that timeout, but just a little bit late.
Another nice cut down the lane by Hickey. Rebound. Oh!
Lopez on the steal.
Brewster comes down with it. Look out.
Man.
There was a head-on collision coming there.
Yep.
Well, Bettendorf had 2 chances to pull within a point or 2. Lopez.
And they're going to get another one, Coach. Lopez on the travel.
So here's what we're talking about. Panthers playing in spurts. That's couple trips down the floor. They haven't got the ball to the basket.
We've got a timeout, Coach. UT's going to take timeout here with 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Why don't we take a look at the UT cheerleaders here as they try to root on their faithful here gathered at the Mark of the Quad Cities. Here we have the UT cheerleaders.
Very nice.
Very nice. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
NCAA tournament. Don't miss March Madness as the road to the Final Four.
And we're back. Bettendorf inbounds the ball. Again, they get an opportunity to cut into that 4-point lead. This is their third crack at him now. It's been 30-26 for several trips up and down the floor. We'll see what Coach Mark Brooks has up his sleeve Well, he's got double high post. We're going to dribble, work the pick. Buddy all the way, takes it himself, lays it up and in. Very nicely done.
That's why he's averaging several points a ball game, huh?
He's averaging 14.
Yeah,
He's got 5 on the game tonight. The Panthers held him to 1 point in the first half.
Good job. Excellent
we can look
job.
for Mr. Buddy maybe to light it up a little more here in the second half.
And Brewster brings the ball down. Sparks inside to Lopez, back out to Sparks. Harris at the top of the key. UT looking for a good shot. Lopez. Brewster for 3. In and out. Ball. Nothing but Bulldogs on the board that time.
Here comes Buddy. Pulls up, pops it, 17-footer, just a little short. Ball's on the floor. Jump ball is going to go to the Panthers.
That's a pretty good play by the Bettendorf player there, Coach. He ends up, he's in a jump ball situation, but he just hauls up and jumps up and flings the ball out. You know, who knows whether you get that call or not. He had no other recourse. Full court pressure.
Ryan Reddington back in the game now for the Bulldogs. Here's Lopez.
Lopez triple team. Foul coming.
Big trouble. We got a foul call. We got a reach-in foul. They had him trapped pretty well there. Triple team. Foul's going to go on Jevin Buddy. That's his first. Second team foul on Bettendorf now in the second half.
Well, Coach, we're still sitting there 30-28. There's 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And it's obviously anybody's ball game at this point, but we talked about the spurts a minute ago, and so far in this ball game, except for this period here, UT, if they're in a spurt, Bettendorf's not doing much, and if Bettendorf's doing something, UT's not doing much. Right now, neither team, they're oh, it's good steal there by Bettendorf. Man, what aggressive defense.
Well, Brewster had the ball caught on his hip, so he couldn't dribble anymore, and long pass to Lopez, and Hickey made a nice steal on the ball without fouling him.
Nope, real good job, real good defense.
Aaron Herding's checked back in now. Buddy's gone to the bench. Ball, 17-footer. Bounces around, won't go. Ball's loose. Brewster.
On the run. Brewster and Sparks. 2-on-2. Reach in foul on the floor. Going to be no shot here, so UT's going to take the ball out of bounds.
Looks like John Ball on that foul. That's his first, third team foul now.
1:29 to go here in the third quarter. Our score is still UT 30, Bettendorf 28. Sub coming in for the Panthers. D. Hunter is going to come in. Lopez is going to sit down. The Panthers now have Hunter, Sparks, Harris, Evans, and Brewster. Brewster, I think, Coach, has been on the court the entire ball game. I don't think he's been out of the ball game yet. And they need him in there. He's
their trigger man. Nice move by Ricardo Harris, but Marty Ferry says a little too nice.
Yeah, you can't go that far.
One too many pivots in there.
You can't go quite that far without hearing that ball bounce on the floor. But it was a good move, no question about that.
Comes Bettendorf. Now they're spreading the court.
This is where they've been most effective, when they've come through like this.
Scott against
Evans.
Evans had the ball for a second there.
Man, Bettendorf got it again.
Excuse me, that's not Scott, that's Pat Franks.
Kept that ball alive, Coach. He was not going to let that ball get away from him. Right now, Bettendorf just can't buy a basket. They've had some really good-looking shots, and they're not making. They need something like that. There's your foul.
Very nice. Boy, they got that. That's a nice play they're running. They know the Panthers play aggressive defense, so they make a little pass fake out front and a backdoor cut coming.
Well, and they're clearing the court real well behind it. So many times teams are going to overplay the pass, but you're going to have somebody playing in behind that. But by the way they're running their offense, there's nobody back there. Hunter picks up that foul, so Bettendorf here with 57.1 seconds to go in the third quarter have an opportunity to tie this ball game up.
First one's up. Aaron Herding scores his first point of the game, but it's a big one. Pulls Bettendorf within 1 point now, 57 seconds, third quarter. Yeah, we got a brand new game.
Tie ball game, 57 seconds to go. Third quarter action, full court pressure by Bettendorf.
Bettendorf picked up the defensive pressure here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, and it's paid off for him.
Jump ball.
Swarming defense, jump ball, and that's going to go to Bettendorf.
Well, that was a great job of defense by Bettendorf. Hunter picked up his dribble, and now all of a sudden that 10-second call is looming big. We're at 48.2 right now when the jump ball happened. So consequently, the Panthers were not able to get that ball anywhere near the 10-second line. Tie ball game, 40 seconds to go. Bettendorf running the offense.
Bettendorf still looking to cut down the lane. Herding out front.
Kind of look away from the ball, and you can see the Panther defenders are kind of trailing the Bettendorf guys through there as they make those cuts. But
We're holding it for one shot, looks like. That's Ryan Reddington with the ball off to Chad Hull. He dribbles at the free throw line, kicks it to Herding. Herding directs a little traffic.
Just making a nice little X cut off the high post pick there, Coach, but it's hard to defend.
Ball on the dribble, kicks it out to Herding. Drive.
There's a nice drive. Oh, my.
Count it. Aaron Herding scores the last 4 points. And that gives Bettendorf their first lead of the game at 32-30 at the end of the third quarter. Bettendorf's fought their way back into this ball game and taken the lead. Why don't we take a quick break and bring you the fourth quarter action in just a second.
Reports in for the Panthers. Chris Kinsler for the Bulldogs.
Well, we're back. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders for Family Ties production at the 1996 Iowa-Illinois shootout at the Mark. Bettendorf clawed their way back in the ballgame with some good defense and outscored the Panthers in the third quarter 13-4 to take a 32-30 lead.
And, Coach, they did it with defense. They did it with defense. Offensively, they still aren't making very many shots from more than layup range or free throw range, but UT is not getting many shots at all. Panthers have made a couple changes now in the lineup for UT. Cody Duran, number 10, is in the lineup. Bandy is in there again with Evans, Brewster, and Fagerlund. Cody Duran keeps that ball alive and picks up the foul against
John
Bettendorf.
Ball reaches in from behind.
Number 21, John Ball, that's his second personal, fourth team foul.
Fourth team foul now for the Bulldogs.
Well, even up on the fouls, we're not into that bonus yet, so teams are going to have to get baskets off their offense right now, and UT's going to get the first opportunity now. Duran trying to get that ball inbound. Tough pass, won't go. Nice
Kick it
pass.
ahead, nicely done, Pat Frank.
Oh, great block by Evans.
Josh Evans.
Woo! Coach, Bettendorf did everything right, except, oh, look out, big hit out there. There's 3 guys down. Crowd up here is going to try to help do some coaching here. Man, Coach, there's a big hit right out there, right around that Quad City Times
I was
sign.
going to say the two Bettendorf boys went face to face, and the Panther lad was lucky he wasn't in the middle of all
If you
that.
don't have a helmet on, you shouldn't be leading with your face, I don't think. You're going to have to.
Well, that's just a tribute to the way the kids are playing right now. They're
Exactly.
playing hard. They're going after the balls hard.
Well, we asked a question before the ball game, you know, tough losses last night and playing just last night, that have any effect? I'll tell you what, it made a little bit on the skill aspect of the game as far as effort is concerned. No effect whatsoever. These two teams are going at it 100 miles an hour.
And they haven't let up the entire game.
No.
There have been no lapses in effort here.
Well.
Buddy out front. Bettendorf back to their cutting offense. Now they spread the court and cut down through the lane. Panthers playing a little zone now.
Make a little adjustment on that, Coach. If you're going to try to beat all those cutters, well, we just won't let you run that cutter through there. But there's a good offensive pattern. Ball won't go. Offensive board.
Chad Hull, nice offensive rebound, put back.
That's the problem with the zone, of course, is UT is used to having a man, and they've been doing a great job of checking their man off the board. But in that zone, where's my man? Who is my
I was going
man?
to say that weak side rebound is
Yep.
open more times than not.
That's right. Well, Brewster has the ball now. Bettendorf leads by 4, 34-30, 6:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Bandy at the point will set things up. UT still looking to get some shots here. They've had luck getting the ball into Fagerlund, that little jump hook of his. Get it into him, see what happens. There it is. The ball's blocked. Fagerlund hustles and gets it right back.
That was Fagerlund set that steal up, I do believe.
Yep, he hit that ball. Bandy was right there.
Bettendorf by 4.
They're working hard to get back out on UT shooters. They've kind of got them identified,
Yeah, they know
obviously.
well, there aren't many secrets in the coaching world anymore. You
No.
know, the coaches do a good job of preparing
They
their
really
teams,
do.
and
They
they know
really do.
they know who the other team's players are and who to back off of and who to Play tough on.
Oh my God. In, out, in again for Evans.
That one didn't want to go.
No. It tried every way it could to get out of that basket, Coach. Evans picks up that basket, and it's 34-32. Bettendorf leads. Look at
Hickey,
this
nice dish.
Oh.
Nice play. Hickey takes it all the way down the lane, kicks it off to Kinsler, and he lays it up. Back to 4-point lead now for Bulldogs.
5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, Bettendorf's hustling, but just about a step late getting there for that steal.
Now, Chris Kinsler's in the game now for Bettendorf, and he kind of sparked him there in the late in the first half. Came in and played real hard and got some good rebounds and played hard underneath.
Three-pointer by Bandy. Count it. Bandy, a second three-pointer. Panthers down by 1, 36-35.
Buddy, nice dish. Oh, Hickey couldn't handle it.
Yep.
Buddy dribbled it all the way down the floor, kicked it off to Hickey, and might have been slightly deflected, but it went off Mark Hickey and out of bounds, and Panthers have it.
Well,
they're
Panthers
down by 1.
Down by 1, 4:40 to go. 2 subs coming in the lineup for UT now.
Bettendorf's going to pick them up all over the court. That
Warden,
defense has been the key to their comeback.
You bet. Warden and Lopez back in for UT to go with Brewster, Fagerlund, and Bandy.
Bettendorf's doing a good job of changing they give you that pressure the inbounds pass one time, next time they'll let you take the ball in bounds and then try to trap you. And
oh, nice tip effort there. Lopez kept it alive, and Lopez scores.
boy, that was a good quick putback by Lopez.
Panthers lead 37-36, 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Game 1, the Iowa-Illinois shootout from the mark of the Quad Cities.
Hickey just off the mark.
Be interesting to check that shot chart, Coach, and see how many Bettendorf shots have gone in the basket from let's say more than 10 feet out. And there haven't been very many.
Not very many.
Where the Panthers have made several three-point shots. Oh, good defensive effort.
Got a little reach in there.
Yeah.
Fagerlund kind of instantly dribbling, and who is that? Is that Hickey? Yeah, I believe it was Hickey that reached in on him.
Third personal.
Picks up his third personal.
Mike Scott into the game.
Mike Scott checks back in, and Aaron Herding goes to the bench for the Bulldogs now.
Well, the Panthers have the ball, 3:48 to go, and a 1-point lead. Let's see if they can build on that. Brewster will set the thing up out front.
Again, it's been a game of ebbs and flows. It's back and forth.
Oh, good look inside. Fagerlund shot up, off the rim and in. Baskets by Fagerlund and by Lopez here have put the Panthers ahead by 3, 39-36.
The two big men for the Panthers have answered back here. Hickey down the lane, reach in by Bandy. Bandy thinks he got the ball, but Bob Roat says, well, you got a little bit of Hickey too.
Yeah. And then you got him spun around, and Fagerlund standing underneath the basket drawing the greatest charge of his career. And the whistle had already gone off. Bettendorf's going to take a timeout, Coach. Well, why don't we take a quick break here with 3:25 to go here. Exciting action from the mark of the Quad Cities. Fourth quarter, UT 39, Bettendorf 36. We'll be right back.
Hey, we're back. Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders here at the Mark. First game of the 1996-97 shootout. Iowa-Illinois teams.
We have a dual
squaring off
camera
again.
crew today too. We got Jess Medina, John Medina. We got cameras everywhere.
We had Tim Sanders there for a while.
Tim was up on that camera. If the early pictures were of higher quality, please call Cox Cable.
Better hurry.
Yeah, never mind. Hey,
Well,
here we
Bettendorf
go.
Working some backdoor picks on the baseline.
Oh,
Bandy breaks
gets
out of the
there.
crowd, kind of trips.
Brewster comes up with it. Loose ball.
Blocking below the waist, not called.
Look at this. You're talking some major hustle out there.
There's bodies on the floor.
What great
Folks,
effort by these kids.
If you're faulting anybody's effort here, you're not watching the same game we are.
That's right.
Oh, nice pass. Hull saves it.
Great play by Lopez there. He tries to throw that ball in off of Lopez. Lopez makes a great catch.
Well, let's set the score here. It's 39-36. Panthers trailed at the end of the third quarter after Bettendorf did a fine job of coming back. They've gotten the 3-point lead back.
Fagerlund on the turnaround, off the front of the rim, around and in. He's got that shot groove. Panthers lead by 5, 41-36.
Yeah, here comes a little Panther spurt now.
Well, not many more opportunities for Bettendorf to come back. They're going to have to do something soon.
Shot by Buddy, gets his own rebound. Boy, there's some effort. Little guy going in there. And nice pass off the Hull. He puts it up and through.
Basket by Hull.
Well, that's the basket that Bettendorf really needed, Coach.
Pass over the top. Oh, it's going to be off Bettendorf.
Oh, my.
They had it stolen so good, neither guy, I got it, you take it.
I thought you had it. Great effort again.
1:52 left here. Panthers are going to have the ball out of bounds at about the mid-court level.
Jake Brewster's limping around a little bit out there right now. Coach was holding his
I think he got on the low block down here
on the chop block here at the 10-second line.
At the 10-second line.
Evans comes in the ball game for the
But
Panthers.
it certainly wasn't intentional.
No,
we don't mean to say that anybody's trying to hurt anybody, but it's just one of those things where everybody's going for the ball.
That's
and
right.
His legs got cut out from under
We
him.
talk about the word incidental contact a lot as an official, and I'll tell you what, when these two teams get after each other, there's a lot of incidental contact out there, perfectly within the rules, just because the kids hustle.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
I didn't. Got Jevin Buddy down on the floor here. He's holding in the back of his head. And I don't know if he ran into somebody's elbow or.
I'll tell you, Bob Rowett was on that real quickly here. There's no.
John Baldwin in the game for the Bulldogs.
We're going to have a little short break here as the Coach Brooks, I think, has come out, take a look and see whether it's Buddy, isn't it, Coach? That
it's Jevin Buddy that's down.
Well, he's not feeling real good right now. We know that for a fact. But you know, this again is. Let's see. I think the coaches are going to allow, or the officials are going to allow the coaches to talk to their kids. Why don't we take a short break here, and we'll get back and try to get you a report on the injury here as soon as we can. So let's take a short break, and we'll be right back. Well, we're back. Buddy is helped off the court as the trainer helps him come to that side. He appears to be walking okay, so we're hoping he's going to be all right and be able to come back in. Once you're injured like that, by rule, you've got to come out until the next dead ball situation comes up. So he had to be substituted for, even if he was perfectly okay.
Able to go, yeah.
Right. So Buddy is out. Panthers have the ball. 1 minute, 29 seconds to go here. Panthers lead 41-38 and run a little delay.
Bettendorf trying to trap now.
Brewster does a nice job, and he moved through that time like his knee or whatever was not bothering him very much. He's limping a lot more when he doesn't have the basketball or he's not actually playing. So he'll be able to play through this. He may be sore tomorrow, but right now he's just fine.
And that was Bettendorf's last foul to give. The next one will put the Panthers in the bonus.
Oh, good hustle there, and that ball's off Evans.
John Ball hustled over and anticipated that pass, and he and Evans scrapped for it, and Evans touched it last. It'll be the
huge
Bettendorf's
play
ball.
there. 118. Bettendorf needs a basket now, down by 3. Fourth quarter action, game 1 from the mark of the Quad Cities. Look at Evans take that ball right back.
Evans flicked it right out of Scott's hand. Whew. And they get it over to Brewster.
So Bettendorf doesn't even get a shot
Brewster's
at
going the wrong way here.
Oh, and he got a ball stolen. Oh.
Hickey rolls across the rim.
And gets a shot by Lopez.
We're seeing some action. Up to Fagerlund. He doesn't want to keep it.
To Evans. Foul, count it! Basket by Josh Evans. Fagerlund to Evans for 2, and the Panthers lead by 5.
Huge turn of events. 2 good steals down at the other end of the floor. Evans from Scott, and then Hickey steals it back from Evans, goes in, misses a cripple, gets his own rebound, gets blocked by Lopez.
In the middle of all that, Bettendorf misses a shot and has a shot blocked with a chance to come back. So the Panther lead is at 5.
Evans misses a free throw. That might be a big one, too.
Still some time. Bettendorf's got plenty of time. Block shot by Evans again.
Josh Evans in the last 20 seconds here has made a couple of pretty big plays for the Panthers.
There's a foul. Now the Panthers are going to have to make some free throws.
Yeah, Bettendorf says we're going to put you at the line.
If you beat us, you're going to beat us from the free throw line. Sub coming in. Fagerlund's going to go out, and Sparks is going to come in. So Panthers go to maybe a better free throw shooting lineup. Panthers right now have Sparks, Lopez, Brewster, Bandy, and Evans. Evans coming up big here in the last minute of this ball game.
And Aaron Herding's checked back in for the Bulldogs. And more importantly, maybe Jevin Buddy's back in there.
Yeah, that's real important, Coach. Good to see him back out there. Brewster hits the first free throw. Panther lead is at 6. 36 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. On its way, in, and it counted. Panthers lead by 7 with 35 seconds to go now.
Well, Buddy's going to want to push this ball up the floor.
Man-to-man defense by the Panthers again.
Here, Coach Brooks and his assistants over there saying, go, go, go,
that
go.
That shot's blocked by Evans again, Coach.
That's Herding coming around from behind, flicking it out of bounds, gives Bettendorf a chance to set up a press now.
Yep. 23.3
seconds.
Bettendorf needs to make a play right now. Last chance here.
John Ball's getting set to check back in. Here he comes. He's going to replace Mike Scott.
Coach Brooks doing a little of that situation substitution where he's trying to get kids that can foul as opposed to maybe kids who can hit a three-point shot in the ball game. A long pass. Evans makes a great pass across. Oh, that's got to be 2.
Yeah.
Excellent call. Excellent call by Marty Flaherty.
That's going to go on Buddy.
Intentional foul. Panthers will get 2 shots and the ball.
Grabbed him just a little too much body and not enough going for the ball there.
Intentional foul. Excellent call. Sparks will get 2 free throws and the Panthers will get the ball out of bounds under their own basket. That could seal it, Coach. 7-point lead, 17.4 seconds. Panthers are on the way to
stretch it to 9 here.
Victory number 5, and more importantly, I guess we should probably mention it. We haven't until this point of all the Quad City schools involved in this tournament, of the ones who've been in the other shootouts, of course. The Panthers are the only undefeated team through years 1 and 2, with an opportunity to go 3-0 in the shootout. Panthers lead by 9, 47-38, and they'll get the ball out of bounds. So UT has the opportunity to be undefeated for the
third year in a row.
Bettendorf's going to take a timeout.
Well, Coach, it's we commented on the third quarter there that Bettendorf had outscored the Panthers 13-4 to take the lead back. But as we look up at the scoreboard here at the mark, the Panthers have put 17 points up this quarter, as opposed to only 6 for Bettendorf. So again, it points out that what we mentioned earlier. It's been a game of ebbs and flows for both teams. One team get hot and put the ball in the hole, play good defense, and defense set up baskets, and then the other team takes over, and the Panthers have put the latest spurt on.
That's
probably the most prolonged spurt of the game right here in the last minute and a half.
I agree, and I think the two factors coming to my mind is this: that the time where I think the last 2 spurts we've had in the ball game, if you want to call it that, or at least the dead time UT had, the last one of those, Bettendorf was playing bad at the same time.
Right.
So they didn't make up any ground, or they didn't get any farther ahead. I think they had a 4-point lead, and it kind of just stayed there.
I was going to say we had several trips up and down the floor with
so
no
neither team was making any progress. Here in the last few minutes now, UT has really played some good basketball, making great progress, and Bettendorf has not been able to answer here in the fourth quarter. So 17.4, we're ready to go here. Panthers to inbounds. Ball comes into Brewster, and looking to foul. Bandy to Sparks.
Panthers going to spread the floor.
Doing a nice job here.
Under 10 seconds now. Bettendorf's decided not to foul anymore, looks like.
Josh Evans was going to dunk that thing right at the end, Coach, and we know, if the Panther fans for sure know that he can do that.
That's his first personal.
Bandy's going to go to the line now.
Adrian Bandy at the line, shooting 2.
He'll shoot 2. Super bonus time.
Bandy with 6 points on the night. Pair of 3-pointers. Beautiful shots. That is not far enough away from the basket here. Doggone it, he missed that first one.
He can back up, but he can't back up clear to. He can back to the 3-point line, but he can't get far, maybe far enough to get in his range. Yeah, 1 out of 2 though, but that makes it 48-38, Coach. People are going to look at this score tomorrow morning in the paper and say, "Whoa, what happened with that thing?" Oh my!
That's number 11, Chris Phillips, gets in some duty and it hits a 3-pointer for the end of the game here for Bettendorf. Which makes that score a little more respectable. 48-41. The Panthers, for the 3rd year in a row, pull off a victory here in the Iowa-Illinois shootout against their Iowa opponent, and always well-contested games.
Been real
well coached, and
yes,
the
right.
kids put forth great effort, and it's a tribute to the high school basketball in this area.
Exactly right. Our fans that follow on the MAC side, the Western Big Six side, realize there's really good competitors. But I think just watching this tournament for 3 years now, there's some really neat kids floating around, and you know, they may not be the ones that get all the publicity. We don't get to read about them a lot of times anywhere near the front pages of the paper. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot more good kids like what we saw out here in this court in the last hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, than what sometimes you see on the TV news part of it. But that's what we're all about here at Family Ties Productions. We're trying to point out the positives of what the teens in the Quad Cities can do. We appreciate you fans tuning in. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith here tonight, and we're gonna have all 4 of these ball games. This has been game 1. The Panthers win 48-41, and we'll be back. So hey, thanks for watching us, and if we don't see you between now and then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.